Jak się masz? As you can see, the weather is not that great today. It's windy as hell. Today we are roughly about 1.25 miles from Crackington Heaven in a place called the Stranglers. Right now we are exactly in a place where used to be a slate mining, which you can see pretty much behind me all around. Nice rocks giving the beautiful slates. Obviously nobody minds the slates in here anymore, but you can see the cracks and holes everywhere. That's not our target today. Precisely today we want to go down to the beach. Actually two beaches they have in here. Oh yeah, you can see the rest of the mine down there. We will at some point try to take a look. Yeah, like I said, the wind is very bad today, so I'm afraid there will be no drone footage, which is bad. But well, what can we do? The wind is so strong that it's even difficult to hold the camera with the mic because it acts as a sail. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Beautiful cliffs. I hope it won't blast me down. Oh yeah, you can see a Tintagel from here and the boss castle. Well, not exactly boss castle, but I know where it is. And that's one beach. The second beach is behind that, hidden behind this ridge. And here the Samphire Rock. And now we will try to find a tiny footpath that leads down there, which I think I already locate right in front of the quarry. You can see what's going on with that wind. It's really big today. I hope once we go down there to the beach, it will be relatively covered from the wind, so I can show you all the beauties that are on that beach, because that beach is hiding a secret arch. Look at that, the gorses start blooming, beautiful. It's well, what can I say? I mean, the area looks interesting. I think that is a southwest coast path we are walking on right now, and I think I just missed the first entrance, but there will be another one, don't worry. Yeah, shame it is really covered with those bushes all around, so we cannot penetrate the quarry site. But you can clearly see where the rocks were excavated on that wall. Alright, we are back on the footpath. After all, it looks completely different than on the map. Must be some old photo, so we did have to come back here. Looks like there is only one footpath leading in here, and Yeah, here we are. I hope nothing collapsed and you can still easily reach the beach. And here you can see all those rocks, slate producing rocks. So yeah, basically all you have to do is to chop it and excavate slates out of it. It's fairly easy as far as I'm concerned. I did watch the video on the YouTube. Let's penetrate everything that's possible in here. Is that going anywhere? Not really, but you can see the rocks. Alright, take the first part of our trip, which is like a galley in the rocks. I have to say, those rocks create pretty nice and grippy surface. So that trip is probably not like super difficult even during the rainy day. I mean, obviously the rock will be a bit slippery, but I think it provides enough grip to make it during the rainy day. There is a beautiful car park for not many cars, but about 10-15 will fit in there, depending on the ability and selfishness of the drivers that coming here. And yeah, it's about 5 minutes walk and you already on the side, on the cliff face pretty much. And yeah, it's a beautiful short trip. That wind is really bad today. I'm really unhappy I cannot fly a drone, but there are some beautiful waves crashing on everything that stick out from the sea and stick out into the sea. Absolutely amazing view. Alright, I just checked on the map and yeah, according to the Google map, that is called St. Gennys beach, and the other one behind that rocky ridge, if you can see that behind me, that one is called the Rosy beach. They both on the map, they both exist on the map as a walking areas for some reason. So I just wonder if we can sort of like jump over the rocks, because here it's easy access, the footpath goes all the way down. However, I'm not pretty sure how to go to the other side, and I also check on the Google map, there seems to be no footpath or anything going down. So we'll see, you know, you never know. But first see that beautiful place here, because like I told you, it has a not only Samphire rock, which you could already see from the distance, but it has some more things, perhaps even things I don't know about. there's a number of places people keep on going, and now I don't know where to go or what to explore, really. I mean, there even seems to be like a footpath, however it's not very clear, and I don't know if you can go up from there, but I wonder if that was quarried all the way down here. That was quite a task, I have to say, to shift all those rocks up, if they did quarry it. But yeah, cliffs look quite... I mean, that clearly looks like a quarried, otherwise I don't see the reason why it would be sort of like a platform we right now on. I can see any other reason for those cliffs not to properly collapse and be just like the part you see right now. Just, you know what I mean, you know, relatively vertical cliffs going all the way to the beach, not the slopey area like this. So I would say that is all part of the quarry. And like I said, it's called, for some reason it's called the Stranglers on the National Trust board at the car park, and the Google map gives you completely different names. Okay, we are down on that shelf, and as you can see, there is still plenty of cliff to walk down. There is a small footpath. We're gonna check if it goes all the way down, or there will be some nice jumping over the rocks. However, I have to, yeah, pretty much I have to, you know me. I have to check if we can go somewhere here. Not really. No, that all goes down. So let's try and see how far will that tiny footpath take us. I mean, it's clearly maintained by the National Trust. However, I don't know if anybody was checking what damage the winter storms managed to do it this year in here. Wow, wee wah, haha. Oh, the rescue wheel, or whatever you call it, gives us hope that there is a decent access to the beach. However, as you can see, that part of the footpath is on your own risk only. As you can see, all the stones lying on the footpath. Every time when you're in that area, it's a good idea to just pass it as quick as possible and don't stay too long. You don't want to be the person being here when something decides to go down. You don't want to be a story in the cockpit. And as you can see, there is still some rocky steps to conquer. Be a bit needed, especially for us. I mean, come on, we've been in a cave, climbing the cave with one hand only. So this is like easy peasy. And here we are on the beach. It's beautiful. Still not, the water is still about to retreat even more because we are here. Oh yes, we are here well 4 hours before the low tide. So we will probably go in that direction and see what's going on in there. But first, I want you to see that. This is exactly the spot that drove me in here. I did see that in the pictures and I decided I have to come here. I mean, look at the cliffs first. Those cliffs look really nasty. They're not nice slopes that you can climb just in a case crap happens. Look at that. I will probably come closer so the sun doesn't spoil the view completely, but look at that. If you cut by the sea in here, that may end up in disaster because you won't be able to climb that up. I mean, you will be, but then above you is a really nasty sliding stuff. You can probably roughly see the beautiful place I was talking about, our reason to be here. But look at that. That is completely inaccessible. No way. You can maybe escape the waves and that's all, and then just pray nothing comes down on you while you're sitting between the landslide and the water. Well, that one feels relatively recent. The water didn't even manage to wash it away properly. Everywhere else you can clearly see the level of the water. Samphire Rock. We are approaching the Samphire Rock. I am now pretty much walking, trying to walk around the Samphire Rock, as you can see behind me, and we got another back again, just like in a vlog, that area with the large stones, although that one is not so difficult to jump over. I can see a beautiful waves behind me, nice and long, crashing. That only gives you impression is a big that area, but it's not so massive. Let me see what can be seen around the Samphire Rock at this point, because like I told you, the water is still not back all the way. But the base, at least on this side, seems to be completely exposed now. The wonder. My question is, why is it called Sapphire Rock. It's called Sapphire. Yeah. I don't know if I make any sense. Doesn't matter. It's nice. Wow, the water is still coming here. But yeah, you probably, when the water retreats, you can walk all the way around. We will just have to come back here any other day. And that will happen, I tell you what, that will happen because the place is so nice. We will have to come back here, even with Scottish Explorer, I know. Come back. Okay, we just entered another nice beach, and then after it we got another field of pebbles. You cannot call boulders, and a beautiful place we here for. Those sands we here will do look a bit tricky, sort of like a quicksand. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's quite soft, like not super soft, but it still holds a lot of water. So yeah, I just don't know if that's a good idea of me walking here, if it won't suck me at some point. Well, I better not take a risk and go sort of like more around. Oh. Oh. See? That is, if you cut here, that is the end. Your only chance is to try to climb that landslide, which seems to be also relatively fresh, and then call for help. Unless, and that's the plan, unless there is a possibility of walking all the way to Crackington Heaven. That's the point. I'm not sure. I didn't check it this time. We got a chevron, clear chevron in that rock here as well, but not only a chevron, but that rocky arch itself is a really interesting. I show you in a minute. Wawiwa! What looked like a small arch really is like a job of the Titans. The bridge built by Titans. And as you can see, we got a chevron rocky structure here. But that's not the only one, because the bridge on the other end got folded rocks as well. Wow! It is gigantic. That is really giant. I could easily fly a drone through it. Okay, time for another heart-pounding task. Let's go through it. Please, please, nature, don't decide to collapse now. It's funny, but trust me, it knows. We are on the other side of the giant tunnel. You can actually see how those rocks are folded. The bit you see on the other side is actually here, looks like a tubular structure. It's absolutely amazing how the rocks are folding. I hope that salty sea fog will prevent us from taking a good picture. Can you see that? And it goes above it as well, all the way into the rock. Wow, I'm tempted to go further and see what can be seen behind that with meat sticking out. Perhaps that takes us to Crackington heaven, and we have to come back at the top. All that it is here. And they are considerably thick layers. I mean, really, really thick layers of rocks. Just folded like a pancake. Wow. Wow. I tell you what, the spooky water is again here. I mean, the sound of the water is so spooky. And look at that rock sticking out from the ocean. That also bent. So, pretty much all the rocks, including the one we just walking on, supposed to be sort of like a circular pattern. I mean, look at that. Even here you can see the layer of rock is rounded. Wow, wow, wow. What forces. Look at that. We are slowly walking toward that unknown bit sticking into the sea. However, as you can see right now, the walking is not as easy as it was so far. Those rocks are more like the ones on the approach to Milok. And I can already see there is no way, because that rock has a vertical cliffs, and as you can see the waves are pounding in it. So looks like it's pretty much no point of going there, at least yet. We will have to investigate the subject from Crackington heaven, which will be a safer way of doing it, because if we go from Crackington heaven, which is a popular beach with a lot of people, then we will be at least visible by many people. So in a case something happens, we can call for help, and we don't need to call 911 or 112, whichever one we will have to call. But yes, I mean, our target has been achieved for today. We got that beautiful arch and it's amazing. It's way bigger than anything I've seen so far. It's not as long, but it's bigger. Bigger than the one in Cornwall, and bigger than the one, I think the biggest one so far I've been was one in Harvard. It's definitely bigger than all the passages under the Black Church. So yeah, that one is really, really huge. Not being funny, but I was just thinking, when you look at the Google map, only some fire rock has a name. That arch has no name whatsoever. Can that be a Polish explorer's arch from now? I need to find out, in a case you discover something. I mean, obviously I didn't discover it, but maybe nobody was thinking about it before. So I want to find out, how do you name the place that doesn't have the name? And if I declare it Polish Explorer's Arch, why it can't be Polish Explorer Arch? Wow. Slippery in here, in a shadow. Look at that, how always careful you have to be. You walk on the pebble and it's like a... Look at the size of that bastard. And it's moving. It's just a one moment, one slip, and you can break the leg or do some other boo-boo, and you move. And then you're in a big trouble. So you have to be really, really careful on the solo trips like that. That's not a joke. Alright, I think this is enough from that place. It's been fairly exhausted, that side. Right now we are passing back again to the Polish Explorer's Arch, and we're going to see what's interesting on the other side of the beach. But this you will see in the next episode of the Polish Explorer. So don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned, and see you on another exploration. High five!